Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. Today our topic is real estate, and in real estate today we are going to discuss the importance of backup generator in any particular kind of R&B kind of a business. Are you a host? Do you know that it is very important to have a backup generator in any particular kind of R&B kind of a business? I know somebody as a host could ask why, and yet they have power. You don't have to worry because we have you covered. Now, it is important to understand that a backup generator is crucial for R&B hosts, especially in areas with unreliable power, as it ensures guests have a comfortable and uninterrupted stay, protecting amenities like Wi-Fi, climate control, and appliances during the power outages. Remember that some kind of appliances need power to operate at any particular kind of a time. So, as a host, if you don't have power and there is no standby kind of a generator or backup kind of a generator, what does it mean to you as a host? It means that as a host, at any particular kind of a time that you have guests occupying your kind of a R&B kind of a house, it means that in case of power outages, some of these appliances would be damaged. Reason? Because they can't operate without power. And as a host, would you like to go through that kind of a direction? Of course no, because there is no host who would love to go that particular kind of a direction whereby you are spending more kind of resources of which you could have avoided by just having a backup kind of a generator in case of a power outage. Again, as a host, it is important to understand that at any particular kind of a time that you have kind of bookings and have guests in a kind of R&B kind of a house, and there's no kind of backup kind of a generator, and it happens to have a kind of power outage, it means that at that particular time when there's power outage and you have guests would directly give you a kind of a negative kind of a review that could lead to a decline in your future kind of bookings. As a host, you might ask me how. This is because at any particular kind of a time, when a guest is occupying a kind of R&B kind of a house and there is power outage, that already is a disruption, meaning that they can't enjoy their Wi-Fi, they can't enjoy their AC kind of machines. That is in case they may be controlling the weather in case it's cold or hot. It means that already has been disrupted, and thereby this could lead to that particular kind of a guest giving a negative kind of a review that could affect your kind of future kind of booking, meaning that you'll have a decline in your R&B kind of houses, thereby meaning that there'll be less kind of a business at any particular kind of a time. Again, it is important to understand that as a host, when there is no power outages, also there's disruption in kind of security kind of systems, because most of the time security kind of system, they can't operate without power. So what happens in case as a host you don't have a backup kind of a generator? It means that when there's power outages, this kind of system would not be able to function as they are meant to function, and this could make you as a host, or rather this could make guests to start looking for elsewhere in places where there is power, in order to be assured of their security when they are occupying any kind of R&B kind of houses, thereby making you as a host lose business. And as a host, would you love to lose any kind of business? Of course no. And for you to be able to have that particular kind of traffic in your R&B kind of a business, it is important to have a backup generator at any particular kind of a time, so that it ensures that there is continuity in functioning of any kind of a security kind of a system at any particular kind of a time when there is outage or power when your guests are occupying the house. Can you imagine as a host having guests and in case of a power outage, it all goes dark? What do you think a guest will do? You assume yourself being a host as a guest. Would you love to stay in such a kind of a house? Of course, no. Nobody would love to stay in a kind of a dark kind of an environment, or a dark kind of a room, or a dark kind of a house, because it brings insecurity. So, for you as a host to make sure that your guests are comfortable when they have come from, for example, far away, to make their stay comfortable when they are far away from home, you must ensure that at any particular kind of a time that you are doing R&B kind of a business, or you are planning to do R&B kind of a business, you consider having a backup generator at any particular kind of a time, just in case there is a power outage. And you saw that for today. Till next time, bye bye.